So how do you deal with a low accuracy score? How do you deal with a low precision score, low recall score, low F1 score? If that's your concern, this video is for you. So hi, this video will be talking about how to improvise your model predictions and how to improve the how to improvise the metrics, the concerned metric for your training pipeline. So let's talk one by one. But whatever the case is, always remember the golden rule. The golden rule is more the training data, the better it is. The more high quality training data, the better it is. No matter what the classification metric you are using, be it F1 score, be it accuracy, be it precision, be it recall, no matter what it is, the better the training data, the higher the performance, and the better you get at it. Now, if you are concerned with accuracy score, if you're concerned with the accuracy score, so if you're achieving low accuracy score, how can you improve it? First, add data. Second, feature selection, feature extraction. Third is improvising the model architecture or the model algorithm. Fourth, cross validation. Sometimes it does help cross validating. So it might be the case that the particular test set you are using doesn't has any resemblance to the training set. However, if you cross validate, you would get an average, and that is a way better indicator. Coming to the F1 score. F1 score, if you remember, so that is an average of the precision and the recall value. And when do you use a F1 score? Try to recollect when you use a F1 score. You use a F1 score only when you have an imbalanced data. If you have class imbalance, you will use F1 score, right? Now, if you are using F1 score, you are achieving a low score. That means that there's one particular class which the model is unable to perform. You identify that class, try to oversample or undersample, whatever it is. Undersample the majority classes or oversample the minority classes. Or you can always improvise the model architecture. Coming to precision recall, you see precision and recall I discussed in the previous video. In the previous video, I discussed precision in the context of advertisement industry. Recall I discussed in the context of medical industry. It can also be used for testing in the automobile industry or anything, right? Depending upon the applications. But however, there's always an amalgamation between precision and recall, and that gives rise to F1 score. But if you're only concerned with precision value, right? If you're only concerned with the precision value, let's say in the previous video I gave the industry of the fooding sector or the chocolate industry, but if we are concerned with, let's say, lions, okay, we are concerned with the lions. There's a baby who was just made to learn what does a lion look like. Now you try to test the baby with a tiger, which the baby has never ever seen before. How do you even expect that the baby would perform good? So in that particular case, if your precision value is low because of such false positives, because the baby identified and recognized the tiger as a lion, so how do you improvise it? Try to teach the baby what is a lion, and add, while teaching lion, try to add instances which are of high similarity to lion but are not lion, so that it learns. So that is how your model learns. So that is how to improvise your precision score. So you do a very specific kind of adding of data, that is, add the data which is similar to the false positive cases. If you are concerned with recall value, if you're concerned with the recall value, what do? You identify the false negatives. False negatives might be the case where there is a line but the model is not able to identify the line. So how to improvise that? Those might be the cases. What might be the possible reason? So try to identify the possible reason. So identify those particular cases. So if the model is unable to identify a lion as a lion, that might be the case of that particular lion does not resemble the training data set. So try to inundate the data set with more samples of such kind of data, and that might also be a possibility of an outlier or an anomaly. So if that's the case, that's okay. But if there's a extremely low recall value, then keep on adding data of that particular kind. So bottom line comes down to adding data is a generic solution as well as some feature engineering methods. But what to do is dependent on the metric you use and the goal you are trying to achieve and the data set you have. I hope this helps to a great extent. Take care. Bye bye.